some young broke dude.
I'm not sure if you can match my intellectual superiority. I really don't think you can. It's very obvious from our last discussion that I'm superior to you in discussion. If you would like to bring up another subject, that I would love to ask us that with you as well.
Go back to Reddit.
This wasn't even mildly challenging. Well, at least for me anyway. When you have an intellect as great as mine, mathematical computations at this level are the equivalent of basic arithmetic for the layperson. My IQ has intimidated even my professors. For you see, I am a Ricardo and Mortimer fan, and therefore nothing can match my intellectual prowess. Someone doesn't understand time-temporal displacement, let alone the complexities of said displacement within a Mobius continuum. Idiot. Is there a word which describes the sensation one feels after using a quote from a book or movie with relevance towards a real-life situation which you find to be perfectly fitting, but no one gets the reference, and instead you're looked at with confusion? Because I feel that at least 25 to 50 times a day. Pretentiousness?
I watch documentaries, and any one of you could be a serial killer, so if we do actually meet, don't be offended. I'm showing up armed and ready. I don't swipe right for dudes named Michael, actors, musicians, 18-year-olds, or exceedingly bad tattoos. Sorry, boys. IQ 140, vegetarian, 420, server life, Aquarius.
Exactly. Anyone that smokes weed is below 100 IQ. Intelligent people can't smoke weed due to heightened self-awareness. Causes panic.
My psych professor asked if we'd heard of Pavlov. I said, it rings a bell. No one laughed. I'm too witty for this class.
Spoilers are weird to me. Spoilers are basically information, and why wouldn't you want more information to evaluate something with? Maybe this is just my background in literary studies, e.g., I can reread Oedipus, Lear, Cherry Orchard, know exactly what will happen and still enjoy it. 5 stars, value for money and good water flow. Style showerhead. Water flow is good and provides a nice, albeit condensed shower. I suspect the increased pressure theory is due to the Bernoulli principle of thermodynamics, whereby the mechanics of the ball design reduce the velocity of the water, hence increasing the pressure. It does appear to provide more pressure than a showerhead I have of similar dimensions. However, thermodynamics aside, it provides a nice refreshing shower and is good value for money.
You can't even begin to comprehend how much more intelligent I am than you.
LOL, laugh out loud, abbreviation for LOL, for clarity, you're welcome. What a bunch of mentally underdeveloped children like adults. What is most disconsolate for my countenance is how many people actually partake in viewing this fecal matter of an attempt to rouse laughter in fellow human beings. Truly, it is sad that this is what entertains the plebeian mind, so easily entertained by something of literally no significance. It's no wonder the human race is degrading as we converse, given its propensity to spend egregious proportions of time to consume the lowest common denominator of entertainment. I don't expect many of you to know what this means, but my next record's in 3/4. I realized in all these years I have never done it. If any DJ works out how to play it, I will bake a pie with their name on it.
Only people who really understand quantum mechanics can actually see why Ant-Man and the Wasp at Avengers Endgame was the best Marvel movie.
Another good day because I offended a lot of weak fools who are angered to see their intellectual bankruptcy laid plain.
I must be special, cause every person I talk to, I want to talk about real stuff like science, hobbies, snakes, books, religion, etc. And 98% of the people I talk to want to talk about anime, Avengers, and other nonsense. A person with a personality disorder manifesting itself in extreme antisocial attitudes and behavior and a lack of conscience.
Yet another Redditors with little to no reading comprehension. No surprise, all that Redditors do all day is consume meaningless, lowbrow content. I try to redirect people away from this blog forum so they can work on their reading skills, but they just refuse to listen. Anyhow, I'll devote my exceptional intelligence to help you slow thinkers comprehend what is being said here. It clearly says in descending order, meaning from the bottom, because descending refers to bottom due to the des part of it, which is non-pug Latin for down, in comparison to the ass in ascending, because ass means up, because non-pug Latin men go up when they see a nice ass. Therefore, because descending refers to the bottom choice first, Capricorns are clearly the bottom choice. I hope my etymological explanation has brightened your dull minds.
I never needed all of you. Most of you are far too ignorant to even wipe your own asses. Just a few who have unlocked their minds.
Looking for a girlfriend? Post your applications below. So I'm a freshman physics major, but my brain is so good that I focus all my energy on schoolwork and don't have any time to meet girls. If you're below a 3, don't bother. I know my type. If your SAT score is below a 1,000, 1,600, don't bother. I'm not expecting an intellectual equal, but not looking for sub-normies either. ACT and IQ equivalents are also acceptable if you haven't taken the SAT. If you can't afford a good prosciutto, don't bother. Culture is a must with me. Other than that, I'm not too picky. QT Asians preferred, but I don't discriminate. I might write up an application at some point, but for now, just make up your own. Good luck!
I don't get mad easily. I get annoyed easily. Understand the difference. No, y'all get mad easy. Annoyance is caused by tea served with a smile. Anger is caused by lack of self-control. Understand the difference. Intelligence is the ability to adapt to change. Stupidity is a talent for misconception. So you're only lying to yourself, human.
This may never have been either sequitur or non-such, however the possibility of alternatives, real or imagined, may allow for the possibility of those fortunate enough to be in the vortex of all reality to be able to alter all changes forced or unforced within possible parameters. However, naive expectations allow for pre-perceptive awareness to overwhelm the basic understanding of the conflicts inherent in any unformulated response. This is, from the unattached point of view of a crusty academic such as myself, the final reaction to processes far beyond our formal recognition. That being said, no events with a large contingent of special needs as this are rarely taken as the pure truth they portray.
I am so superior to this I, even though I measure dumb on the slippery field of human standards. My intelligence is far surpassing any known attempt to communicate with the astral and the divine that lurks behind these fake representations only accessible by methods of visual examination in contrast to the ever-living full-blown astral perception machine that I myself embody and my abstract warriors bring down with godly fearsome wrath that flows like blood when it rains down at the scalps of infidels. What is this? It is nothing compared to the everlasting pureness that blindingly piercing light of the mind shines on the superiority of our earthly race against the parasites of lower dimensions.
What you are experiencing is called psychosis. I've been there. You'll come down eventually. Or you won't. Mine lasted months. Just know that humans are nothing but a speck in time and existence. We just happen to be aware of it and can self-actualize it. We're not special. We just are.
The way Arya Stark deconstructed and redefined what it meant to convey and obtain the concupiscent animalistic clearance, showing us that idiosyncratic is ebulliently inevitable while simultaneously substantiating the superiority of women. Hashtag not today.
I'm not particularly worried about whether the word is pronounced GIF or GIF. Successful business people have real-world things to worry about, like accounts and balances and the stock market. I'm upper management at a company you've heard of. But knock yourselves out, millennials. Have fun figuring this one out.
Nice pseudo-intellectual fluff. You fooled some, you haven't fooled me. What you've done is exposed how easily triggered you are by trolling. Besides, that's irrelevant. If I said I'd like to have sex with her, would that be better? I guess in your fascist world we all must state things a certain way or we're immature if it doesn't conform to your arbitrary rules. You're just playing semantic games, you mook. Now go take your meds and avoid the general public.
Yo, this boy's going to r/nice guys for sure. The whole spolier thing is overblown. How does familiarity with the plot spoil anything? I mean, people have been going to Hamlet for 400 years and enjoying it despite knowing that, spoiler alert, everybody dies. It's only when a piece of entertainment is inferior, a word that fits most comic book movies, that not knowing how the plot turns out is important. Otherwise, you can pay attention to production values, characterization, etc.
My mind is more advanced than a lot of people think. What people my age will worry about 5 years from now, I've already figured out.
I've been so focused on Marvel since January that I totally forgot I liked comedies from the 1940s and German Expressionism and Oscar Wilde. I miss my intellectual side.
Someone said that acid rain exists because God is punishing us for LGBT plus people. For fuck's sake, I'm screaming.
Well, actually, acid rain is caused by a chemical reaction that begins when compounds like sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides are released into the air. These substances can rise very high into the atmosphere, where they mix and react with water, oxygen, and other chemicals.
Well, the one thing that will always piss me off about Game of Thrones being mainstream is there are too many people aren't intelligent enough to comprehend the show. It's honestly annoying. You should have to pass an IQ test in order to watch it.